Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a excuse me, just got back from work as the title indicates there. Alright. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to tonight's episode of MysTREAMy Brony Theater 4000, where stuff happens and things happen again. And if you're wondering why I didn't do an episode update tonight, it's because, well, things are going to happen later on, so, yeah. And, you know, it's just one of those things. Hold on, let me unlist that. Ah, crap, I forgot to make sure everything was unlisted. What the heck am I doing? I hope everything's going to be okay. Oh, yeah. Justin Sprower and Justin Jablonski will be joining us soon. In the meantime, I'm here with Zach. Zach and me are going to talk about stuff and the stuff that things make stuff look good while I drink a delicious vanilla Pepsi.
I've never had vanilla like any soda.
You ever had vanilla Coke?
No.
You never had vanilla Coke?
Vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke? That's what they call it in Chaipan. It's like a fusion of Japanese and Japan. I mean, you know. I don't know. Like, I was watching this. You know who Saberspark is, right?
No.
He's an analyst that was in the Brony community. He was like, except he now does like online video essays. He was watching this video, this like Up ripoff called from this like friggin' Portuguese group called Video Branquedo. It was obviously a ripoff of Up because the movie's called What's Up, and the movie was just random stereotypical racist humor. It was like weird, but like. You know, that stuff happened. That said, tonight's discussion is stuff. Later on, like I said, Cruiser's going to be here. He's going to be talking about his nights at Halloween, his time at Halloween horror nights, and Justin Jablonski's at the card shop. He'll be joining us real soon. Really soon, hopefully. So, an interesting thing happened to me this week. No, it wasn't a racist ripoff of Bugs Bunny. Scruff. That's John Winters. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm looking at my Facebook feed right now, and one of the highlighted videos is 2 little girls spotted dancing next to horses. Okay. For some reason, my online videos on Facebook are giving me like all these weird cat and dog videos, or like animal videos in general, them being cute. I didn't even know Facebook had a video feature. Then again, you wouldn't know it because you're never on Facebook. Why are you never on Facebook, Zach?
There's not much to do on there.
You can post the status updates. You can play Farmville. Is Farmville still a thing?
I don't know. I used to post like status updates like every other day or whatever, just as jokes, but then like I ran out of funny things to say.
So really, give me a joke.
Just said that I ran out of jokes to say.
Come on, you can think of the best joke you can think of.
I can't. Usually I thought of the jokes like a day in advance.
You don't have a joke offhand on your head, off the top of your head right now?
Nope.
Why not? What? Okay, so here's the one that Cruiser gave me when we were at the Monsters Inc. ride. What kind of outfit does a house wear?
What?
A dress. Oh my god, you. Anyway, like I said, I didn't give the episode update because I'm still working on something there that'll be going there. I will say something is on YouTube, and I'm waiting for a copyright thing to go through and stuff like that. And you know, trying to see what I can do to get the files on my web server so I can put it on my website. And that's going to be an interesting thing there because, you know, I've been trying all this time and nothing happened. So, yeah, that happened like one of those things where there. Nerdy Chic Universe says Farmville is probably dead. I rarely see anyone play as much anymore. You still play Farmville? What is Farmville anymore? What did Farmville do? It's more like own a plantation without the Slavesville. Is that racist? I can't tell. I'm just saying a quick text. My girlfriend got a tattoo, her first tattoo today. It's just a paw on her back that says, you can see my face, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she got a picture of a tattoo on her back that's just a heart with a paw print on it. I'm not gonna reveal too much there, but yeah, she got that on her back. And it says, paw's always on my heart. I don't get it, but, you know. It was a miracle that she actually got one, in my opinion. Always a miracle. Always a miracle. What else happened this weekend? Nothing really happened this weekend. Oh yeah, other stuff that happened this weekend was like, oh look, Jablonski's here.
Hey.
Oui.
Hey Jablonski, what are you doing? We were just talking about stuff and I was almost running out of stuff to say. I had to use that dumb house joke that Cruiser gave me. You know the one.
Yeah, I know the one.
I made a whole thing of cookies and this thing was filled and I ate all of them.
Shame on you.
Yeah, like, it's one of those, like, you know those sugar cookies that Pillsbury makes and has little ghost prints on it?
Yeah.
And usually it's I just made a bunch of those. I got one on Friday night, right? And I tried to bake them all, but I burned them all.
You monster.
Shame.
That's what Lightning Bliss said. She said, "You're monster, you murdered all of them." I'm like, well, to be fair, they're all already dead, so... It's that kind of thing you do.
But it's sugar cookies.
Yeah, it's a good
You
sugar.
monster.
Sugar cookie. I love my calendar girl.
Yeah, I got my ass handed to me.
I got what?
I got my ass handed to me on a silver fucking platter.
Okay, explain how you got your ass served to you and did it taste?
Delicious.
I gotta remember to
It
get.
tasted like the feet.
There's like a joke Zach makes in the next episode where Cruiser suggests we speed Grogar some hay to make him go away, and then Zach just randomly says delicious, and I wanted to get a soundbite of that. That is just him saying because it sounds so innocent when he says it.
Live right now, or no? We're just shooting shit.
Yeah, we're live. It's
All right.
8:09. Of course we're live. We're live as the
Well, for me, it's like 7 something. So.
My God, are you in the car right now? Something?
No, I'm walking back home.
Oh, I was about to say, how is it that your phone has a more clearer connection than Cruiser does?
I'm not sure. Hell, I don't even know how much data I'm using for this. Since it's voice, I'm guessing not much.
Scruff Winter says he wants to write a Yelp review for your ass.
It tastes like
It's
burnt
magic.
sugar. Burnt Hillsbury Ghost sugar cookies.
It just tastes like
Well,
this.
I am white enough for it.
I don't know, I weigh like 10 million pounds, so yeah. So, what else happened this time here? Oh, he's making... Derpy's Best Pony says, I am done with making cards. I make be one day. Sorry, Evan. It's okay. You're doing good.
So I made $40 today, so I'm happy.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on a second. Scruff Winter says that is not what I... That is not that I said at all. Oh, lol. If you're gonna quote me correctly. Like I said, a Yelp review for his own ass. And we were talking about how Justin had his ass served to him, and now you have to write a Yelp review for his ass. And also learn how to spell, you friggin' dingus. Oh, not spell.
Yeah, ding dong.
Ding dong, the Scruff is dead. Which old Scruff? The Scruffy Scruff. He's Scruffy Winners. I remember when I was when me and him were in middle school, I used to call him Jon Snow all the time, and it pissed him off. And now if you call him that, he's just gonna be badass. I don't even watch Game of Thrones.
Hey, Zach, you like my new profile picture?
Yeah,
I was asking Zach.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was two things about it. Is like one I always love that meme of I forget what it's called, but that little meme of the little cat face, but also like
Yeah. It's about that.
I was looking at I was just looking at my Discord group with that's of my personal friends, and my friends were just complaining that the girl Bowser thing is getting out of hand. And
it never does.
Memes always get out of hands when they're introduced. I mean, look at the Twilight Cane meme.
Because like like those one memes where it's like the two hands like shaking hands to like show what they have in common. One of them was something like furries, people with anime profile icons, and then the middle is just people horny for Bowser.
Like I said, that's what memes do when they start off. They're always popular, unless you're a JoJo meme in which you last forever. But basically, you know what I mean. But like, it's one of those things that's like all over the place. Like, you know, people turn something into a meme. Like you look at like, remember when the Olympics were held in London a couple years ago? One person took a shot of the Queen looking over the people, and they put down "Let the Hunger Games begin." Because she looked so serious and everything. It was crazy.
Well, at the rate they're going, it's not going to be too far off.
I don't know. But
They just have a bunch of meme rebels who fight for memes.
They're gonna have black market memes.
Black market memes.
Yeah, the EU. The EU is gonna have black market memes.
Somebody made a rebel flag for them where it's just the EU. It's like the EU flag with like Shrek T-posing in the middle.
What? God, I took a video at Omni Expo one time, right? And Paul St. Peter, the voice of Xemnas, was there. And one of the things whenever Paul St. Peter is asked to do the Xemnas voice, he always says the same quote. Like if Zach would say, "Can you say something in Xemnas?" He'd ask, "What's your name?" And he's like, and he says, and you would say Zach, and then he would just go back and say the phrase, "Tell me, Zach, do you know who you truly are?" And so someone in the audience said, "I want you to do that thing you do at things, and for the name, make it Shrek." His first reaction is, "Shrek is not worthy." And he does the thing. Oh yeah, Nerdy Chic Universe says, you know the whole man sex Xemnas thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you don't know what it is, people, Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts, his name is spelled Xemnas. People found out if you like re-anagram the words, you can rename it to man sex. Now, I got like pestered a lot by my friends and everything like that with that joke, because I actually kind of liked Xemnas growing up because he was a cool character and everything like that. But now I don't even feel pestered anymore, because Paul St. Peter likes to go into panels and like start chanting man sex, and the whole thing, everybody goes with it. So I'm like, well, I feel much better now. Yeah, I have
this is what's going to happen. In like a couple minutes, I'm going to log off so I can go in the house. Then I'll come back on, and you actually get to see my face.
Oh my god, you gotta leave me with you mean you gotta leave me with Zach again?
Yeah, for like 2 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You gotta sneeze.
How dare you
I'm so
subject him to
sorry
this?
for Zach. I'm so sorry for Zach.
What?
Dude, I just realized Xemnas' name, like, you know how like the names are always like, it's an anagram with the X put in it.
Yeah.
Is if you take out the X and the anagram, you can get literal just names.
I actually just realized something too. This is like a while back. You know how the ultimate blade is called the Keyblade?
Yeah.
So does that mean they're all monks in training?
What?
I don't know. Keep the lore of Final.
Oh, wrong series, my friend.
I do that all the time.
Uh-huh.
Ever since I was a child, I always call Kingdom Hearts. I always get Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy's names.
Yeah, and he called Final Fantasy King's Knight. Oh, that would be cool. Like Axel was revealed to be Lee in Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, that's what I found weird. I have to finish Dream Drop Distance, so yeah.
Right.
Hey, how you doing, DJ?
I don't know. I want to play Dream Drop Distance because in the early part of Dream Drop Distance, you actually meet the characters from what's that game called?
Freaking The World is...
Yeah, The World Ends With You.
The World Ends With You, yeah. I didn't even know who those characters were. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, like, I actually thought that was really cool because, like, it's always been Final Fantasy characters, but those aren't Final Fantasy characters.
Well, yeah, but, like, you know, it's always there. I mean, like when I saw, like, friggin' what's-his-face? Who's the guy with the headphones? Fucking Beat, was it? I forgot all their names. Like, he comes in, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And why is he in Traverse Town? And why can he jump off the walls like some sort of weird, deranged New Yorker that doesn't know what he's doing?
I think they recently re-released that game on Switch, or at least are going to do it.
Katamari's coming.
They announced it on the Direct.
Katamari's coming
so
to Switch.
Good.
Yeah.
The Katamari looks so good.
Yeah, I like how you can control it like a jet plane, kind of, which is really cool. I tried making Justin play Katamari, and he didn't know what the fuck to do. Well, he knew what to do, but he had a hard time with the controls, and it's really not that hard to get there. But yeah. Like, remember I showed you guys that image of the Katamari cosplayer over the convention?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta show these guys this picture. We were just dicking around after a stream one time, and I found this Katamari cosplayer picture of, oh yeah, we were talking about Mandela effects and everything like that. Of this Katamari cosplayer, and it was him just over a balcony watching the convention. Yeah, here it is right here. I thought that was just fucking hilarious.
Past all the Curious George stuff.
He's just looking at it with a Katamari in hand, and that just needs a giant text that says "soon" below it. I also like his buttons on the back of his thing. I love that. It's funny because the music in that game is amazing.
Oh yeah, like they have a lot of really good ones, like Moon and the Prince, Lonely Rolling Star.
Apparently, according to Derby's Best Pony, Evan, you and your OC is my desktop background, so I can see you also face every morning. Well, thank you. I'm flattered. What about Zach? I should make it something there and just. That's one of the website. My ideas I have for an April Fool's Day thing on my website. I was just going to replace every single thing with a picture of Zach. I should just tell you.
Wake up in the morning, see my face, like, ah!
Yeah, just like, you know, Zach hijacked everything. I would tell you to take, like, several poses of you in front of a mirror, like, taking as many selfies as possible, and I'd replace all the thumbnails with, like, selfies of Zach. ShadedSiteStudios.com, more like 55 million selfies of Zach. I will make that into a website. I will buy the domain tonight. And call it www.selfiesofzach.com. The whole thing is just pictures of every selfie Zach has taken in his life. Including the ones with the digital camera. Unless anybody else wants to do it, Zach will send you selfies. Just tweet it to him. Tweet him at, what was your Twitter handle?
E255, I believe.
E255? You got a weird Twitter name.
That's like my username and everything.
Where does that come from?
I made it up.
God. Oh, dear Lord.
Been using it ever since I was like a kid.
Was that like your first words or something?
No, it's like.
Is that like your programming tag? Are you like a Terminator?
I mean, in a way, close, because when I was a kid, I really liked Sonic Adventure and I really liked Gamma, so I made a robot name. That's what I came up with.
Is that where it came up with? Are you serious?
Yeah. So when I was Like that's the explanation of why that's my username.
Congratulations.
Because I liked Sonic Adventure as a kid.
So there you go. If you want to find Zach on Twitter, tweet him to that. Tweet him pictures of Sonic, more or less people dressed as Sonic. So you know. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's also a Scruff Winners Twitter page. You can also tweet him. He likes lots of pictures of Sonic. Men dressed as Sonic. Oh my god. Hold on, I got that video while he's playing there.
Shrek is not worthy.
That was great. Like, the moment he said Shrek, I whipped out my camera. Like, immediately. I'm like, yes, I gotta get this. Damn it, where's Higgins? I don't know where Higgins is. Higgins is in Seattle. Fuck him.
In another dimension.
In another dimension. He's in a dimension. He's over there. He got away after some old man just gave him a sword and said, oh, it's dangerous.
I was watching a video of a compilation of the ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah?
Instead of saying, like, death, they would just talk about sending them to the next dimension.
What, they didn't have, like, the welcome to Hethel thing?
Well, yeah, well, they had the they did have the Hiffle thing. But they also, like, every time someone would say death or, like any sort of, like, dying or going to the afterlife, they would just say to the next dimension.
The what?
I'll send you to the next dimension.
Oh my god.
Like, you'll see your dad.
This is Dragon Ball Z, not fucking Code Lyoko. What are they talking about?
Code Lyoko was my shit as a kid.
Oh yeah, I loved fucking... I liked how when Code Lyoko began as a show, the theme song was like instrumental and then they just added lyrics one day. You remember that? Like, the theme song used to be instrumental and then they just added the lyrics.
I don't know. But that opening was so good, though.
Yeah, and the concept was pretty cool. I like the blending of 2D and 3D. It had some really good... French really know how to think of some good anime, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the Code Lyoko will reset it all. Yeah. We'll reset it all. Fun fact, that's Brony Buck's ringtone. Like, they made a special soundtrack where that was made by the band in the show. The fucking Subdigitals that were originally called the Subsonics.
God, you know what? I just remembered something really funny, like, thinking of, like, openings, all that.
Yeah.
Did you know the people who made one of the Bleach openings also made the opening to Kappa Mikey?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the band.
Kappa Mikey was a show I really wish I got to see. I had opportunities to see it, but I never got to see it. But looking back at it, I'm like saying, man, that's a good concept. American animation in an anime world.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a lot. I loved Kappa Mikey as a kid. I watched a lot of it, like, even before I watched anime, so I didn't really get it. But then, like, years later, I started watching it again, and I was like, I get all of this now. This is just even better.
You know, I just thought of something. Yeah, it's like a love note to anime fans. Why were you watching the Dragon Ball Z Ocean dub compilations? Were you just bored or something?
I was watching the, I don't know, because I was just looking at random things, and then I got recommended that one video of where they took the Funimation, like, deleted scene of the Kai dub, where they replace the guys doing the play with the Team 4-Star.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And it's like all of their inside jokes and the origins of them. And one of them was the "I'll send you to another dimension."
Oh my god. Wait, have you ever seen footage of the Big Green dub?
No.
You never heard of this?
No.
This is great. Okay. The band they're thinking of that did the Kappa Mikey open is called the Beat Crusaders.
Ah, yeah, the Beat Crusaders.
Not to be confused with the Crusaders that we all know and love. Cutie Mark Crusaders. So...
The Crusades. Deuce Fault.
I don't know if you ever saw the episode. They finally got cutie marks. Like, and it was amazing. What was I going to say? Freaking, oh, Morpheus ZX is here. I don't know what your profile is. I always think it's like freaking Cacturn from Pokemon. Anyway, the big green dub. Apparently, there was a French company that dubbed Dragon Ball Z. I forgot what it was called, but then they got that translated into English, and the guy with these shitty voice actors or something, and like all the dialogue has changed. Like Goku doesn't sound like himself. Krillin sounds like a little kid. Tien sounds like a friggin' deranged maniac. Yamcha, who the fuck cares? And what do I say here? Friggin'. The reason they call it the big green dub is because that's what they call Piccolo for some reason. Like, there's no reason. They just call him Big Green. And but that's actually where the Team 4 Star joke originates from. And, oh, look at that. Bright Idea's home. Bright Idea. I saw that tweet. Why didn't you keep up with me on when you were posting that shit? She's making her BronyCon vlogs. I will. My dad, by the way, I got a thing of BronyCon. I got some news today. I had the house myself, and my dad sent me a text. What the text? I don't remember. He said
about speed racing.
My dad
said DJ Silverwing in the chat just talking about Speed Racer.
Do you know what I like about Speed Racer? The Speed Racer opening? I like how the original one, when it shows the Mach 5 and Speed Racer runs up to the car, like he's like, "Oh, I want to ride!" It's like, he looks like he's like...
Dude, have you ever seen the clip from Speed Racer of he's falling off that cliff?
What?
Hang on, I have to find that scene because that's the greatest Speed Racer scene ever. He's going off that cliff.
Anyway, he says to me, "Good morning. I know you have a lot on your mind, and I know that you are concerned about work and money and other issues. So let me take some stress away. You absolutely will go to BronyCon the next August. I will make that happen. Have a great day." I said, "I appreciate the help. I will." So yeah, I guess it's gonna be kind of confirmed. Oh, thanks.
Good day, sir.
So what? He's going off that cliff? Is that what it's called?
Wait, hang on, I got it. Put it in the thing.
I think I looked it up and he said there. It's like, oh my god! What is this thumbnail? What is that, Captain Falcon in the thumbnail? What the fuck? What am I looking at? Hold on. This can't be the right thing I'm looking at. Oh my god, it is. What is this? Who is that? Who is that? Zach, who is...
I think it's one of like Racer X's goons or whatever.
Isn't Racer X's brother? Spoilers. Let me see there. It's like 9 seconds. Let me see.
He's gone over that cliff.
What the fuck? Oh my god, Speed Racer. There's just so much you can laugh at that anime.
Yeah, I was watching the compilation of like Racer X's goons, and those guys just die all of the time. There's like one scene where a dude just literally lights on fire, and then like Speed Racer doesn't care at all. But Racer X is actually like devastated by it. He's just like, my god, one of my dudes just died. What the hell, Speed?
Oh my god, Speed Racer. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's bad because like Speed Racer is a good anime, but the dubbing just didn't age well. By all means, it's just terrible. It's terrible.
I mean, it's still like a joke to this day. It's just how
we were having a party at Jason's, right? And we decided to watch the first 3 episodes of Speed Racer for fun because we were watching anime. Like, I showed them Tokyo Ghoul, Jason showed me 7 Deadly Sins, and I think someone else wanted us to watch Speed Racer. So we watched the first 3 episodes, and all we could do was just to laugh, like all the scenes where his mouth was open and everything like that. It was just like... You know... Who remembers the Geico Speed Racer commercial? I remember that shit. I remember the Geico Speed Racer commercial. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The Trixie and Speed are like driving. Trixie's like, Speed, there's a giant cliff ahead of you. A giant cliff? Cliff? Yes, but there's good news. Tell me, Trixie, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Speed Racer. It just cuts back to Speed Racer with like this bewildered face. Like he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna die. I like that because when she says that the monkey is in the helicopter, and he just nods. He's like, yup, you're gonna die. But the funny thing is they actually make it to sound like the original anime, which is cool. Cars 2 gave me some Speed Racer. If Cars 2 gave you anything, I'm going to be really, really disappointed. Anyway, I mean, no offense, Great Mewtwo, I love you. But, what was I gonna say? The Mach 5 definitely is one of my choice of cars in animation, honestly. Like, I found a video of a guy who auctioned off a replicant in the Mach 5. And apparently the guy who was the original voice of Speed Racer was, not that the original English dub voice actor was there, so he got to sign it for the winner. And it was a good replicant, it really was. I mean, come on, you want to admit it, you've wanted to drive the Mach 5 since you saw it in action.
I think the first time I saw the Mach 5 was from the Dexter's Laboratory episode.
No, that's the Mark 5.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's at least like a parody of it.
It's funny because, like I used to watch that second version of the Speed Racer song. I mean, Speed Racer, it was like the Next Generation was on, like, Nickelodeon at one point.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot they remade it for, like,
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
the theme song was kick-ass, too. I like the remix. It was, like, this female singer, and it was, like, amazing. How are you so awesome, Evan, and why is Zach so gay? I don't know. I'm not really that much of an awesome person. As for that second part, I'll let Zach answer that. Zach, why are you so gay?
Because I'm fucking fabulous.
Yes! There you go. Zach's answer. I want to make that into a t-shirt. I thought about making a Mystery Brony Theater t-shirt where it just shows our OC's eyes and features over like the color t-shirt equivalent to our characters. Write a quote in the back, and that's the shit, and that's pretty much the quote I'll just put on the back. I'm fucking fabulous. On the back of Zach's t-shirt. Derby says, do it.
Do it.
Do it. That's D-O-I-T, not D-E-U. I don't even like Mountain Dew. I mean, I had to drink it, like, I remember that one time me, and Cameron, and Higgins went bowling for the Grand Brony Gala, and friggin' Cameron brought that fucking Mountain Dew dispenser thing at the bowling alley. And that was all I had to drink. God, I lost track with that bastard since we fired him.
What's a Mountain Dew now?
I don't know, last time I heard he was like a computer repairman or something like that. Though I brought up something saying like if I ever got the chance to see him again, would you want to see me, Zach, and Cameron remake a reaction to Princess Promenade? And the last thing he ever said to me was, "I'd be up for it." I remember that shit. I don't know if I ever did rewatch that again. I don't know how I'd be able to like remake the "Don't stop smelling flowers" joke. I haven't done that joke in a long time, man. Find me an episode where all the characters sneeze. Shit. I really wish I could always yell that, but I don't want to wake up my parents down the street. I mean, up down the hallway.
Yeah, that shit, man. Didn't know it was that loud.
I'm that loud when I recorded, so there you go. Yeah. Got myself in. They gave me a new name tag at work today. You guys want to see? That's my work name tag right there. At the bottom it says, where dreams come true. Knave.
Where we charge you a lot of money.
Well, you know, you should come up sometime, Zach. I would definitely like to sign you and your folks into Disney World. I actually signed Brony in this weekend. Like, it was 2 days before Thursday, and Brony's like, Evan, I need a favor. I'm like, what is it, Brony? He's like, my family's coming up to visit in Florida, and I'm like, what are you... And as soon as he says that, I'm like, oh my god, I know where this is going. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay, 3 people, meet me at this place at 7 a.m. You gotta be there on time so I can go to my doctor's appointment. And yes, I got to see Brony's parents. And brother. Except I couldn't call him Brony because, for reasons, but, like, you know. Anyway, that aside, where the fuck is Justin Jablonski?
I don't know. But he's making food, so when he gets back, we can do our usual game of what's Jablonski eating.
Wait, my brother did me like. I'm sorry, Great Mewtwo. Can you repeat that again? My brother did me like that too. I'm sorry, what? And I didn't even work there. I'm not. I know what you're saying there, ma'am, but like but can I just say there, phrasing in the words of friggin' Archer. Archer. Thank you. I haven't watched Archer.
Whatever.
Disney World. Bright ideas on there. Bright, I'd let you on here, but I don't know if you're able to do so. Because I like listening to Bright, the Princess of Puns. She's a Shaded Side Studios producer, Zach. Because, like, you know, I want you to sit there and make Zach laugh. Zach needs to know how to laugh some more. Because we love hearing Zach laugh and be happy.
What is laughter? I only know destruction. Kill Son Goku.
It's like there that you put a scary man. It's like kill Evan Bernardi, kill Evan Bernardi. It's just holding y'all back. We finally meet in person. That's gonna be the song you're in. I've been waiting for so long. Did you see Did you see the final fight with Cell?
Yeah, just like, can you do me a favor? Can you take? It's like, can you take a stick and hit? It's like, he's like, can you kill your dad or whatever? Like, before he gets crushed.
I know. When Cell gets defeated and he plays and he says, "I did it my way," and he sings "I did it my way." Like when he finished that, I applauded in my room. I just applauded out loud about how amazing that was.
And I watched their episode breakdown for that. They did like a Patreon live stream, and then they uploaded it on their YouTube channel, and it's like 3 hours of an episode breakdown.
Yeah, it must have been amazing.
And then like one of my favorite things that he like talked about is that he cried a little bit when he was editing the final scene of like the Android 16, like the picture at the end.
That was amazing. That was a good ending there. Like as soon as I see that, I'm like, rock on, man. Rock on, bro.
I like his explanation on why Android 16 wasn't brought back by the Dragon Balls.
What was that?
It's because you can choose not to be brought back by the Dragon Balls. So he said that 16 found peace, and so he didn't want to be brought back.
Well, 16 was just a mechanical being. I don't even know if can't Shenron not destroy, like, I don't know. I know Android 17 and 18 were originally human. Was 16 the same case?
If 17 and 18 were cyborgs, while 16's an actual android.
Yeah, he was. I know they included the detail where he was modeled after his son, but like 17 and 18 were humans at first. I know that. I want to know that. Did they ever make a story about how they got captured by Duro or something like that, or like?
Yeah, they talk about it. Their real names are Lapis and Lazuli. Yeah. Lapis and Lazuli, or Lazuli, if you want to be fucking anal about it. Want to be one of those people.
Oh my god, I wish I knew that before, because a couple of years ago, me and Bruce were at friggin' Pensacola Comic Con in Mississippi, and we were next to Chuck Huber, the voice of Android 17. So I should have walked up and saying, "Hey, look, it's Chuck Huber. He's the guy who voiced Lapis from Dragon Ball Z." He's like, Lapis. He'd be looking at me like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But he was like,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that even he didn't know that.
He actually tweeted today, like, with the tweet of Android 17 being in like that new Dragon Ball Z game. Because, you know, we fucking love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is awesome.
Yeah, I love explaining to people that Android 17 and 18 aren't actually androids, and they just get so confused. I'm like, yeah, they're cyborgs.
Androids!
And they're just like, wait, what?
Actually, the correct term is cyborg. Androids!
Yeah, yeah, I know they make that joke at some point in the abridged series. Like,
And like when they do the history of trucks, they're always referred to as cyborgs. Fun thing is, a guy, you know who, you ever heard of the voice actor Austin Tyndall, the guy who was Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul?
No.
He was doing a voice for a video game where he was asked about that character. No, it wasn't friggin' Austin Tyndall. It was Ben Diskin, I think it was, the guy who voiced Number One as well as Joseph Joestar. He said, well, when I was doing this voice, I was actually trying to be the abridged version of Krillin from like Dragon Ball Z. And the funny thing is, I met Lanny Pator one time. I actually met Lanny Pator. He was asked, like, who is the hardest voice you ever done? Is it Krillin? He's like, no, I can do Krillin really well. And, like, apparently for him, it's King Kai.
Yeah.
Like,
King Kai's got, like, a weird voice in the
He's like, hi, I'm King Kai, huh?
I'll see you soon, Goku. King Kai's okay if I'm selling you? Ah.
I showed that to Bruce, and like him, we just stopped and laughed for like 1 minute straight. Hey, King Kai, what should I do with Cell? He just comes out of nowhere, and I like how they do the... Wait, Ben Diskin also played the English voice of Haida in Agretsuko.
Oh, he's the guy who did Haida?
Yeah,
God, I love Haida.
He was also the voice of Stitch! In the Stitch anime! Remember the Stitch anime?
I only watched one episode of Stitch.
I heard it's okay. People just hate it because it's not canon, that's the thing.
But yeah. I love Haida. I love Haida, and I guess I love Ben Diskin because I checked Ben Diskin's Twitter.
Yeah.
And like there's like he's like really funny on Twitter because like he loves when people send him like fan art of Haida and stuff. And then the best part is when he asked his fans is like, what are furries? And they had to explain it to him. And he's like, I'm so sorry that I asked. He's so pure. Like, he had no idea what furries were and how he was involved in the furry community.
Yeah, Bright Idea. Oh my god. Bright Idea. There was a Stitch anime. It was just called Stitch. It's like, it's pretty good. But nothing to write home about. But yeah, it's just amazing. There's like, it's like when Hasbro tweeted like, Pinkie Pie loves making cupcakes. She might even share the recipe with you. I was the first one to comment, and I said, "Oh boy, here we go." And look, all of them were everything you'd expect it to be. But yeah, Ben Diskin, like, you saw Codename Kids Next Door growing up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw the dubbed version of Battle Tendency, but Ben Diskin does the voice of Joseph Joestar, and he uses Number One's voice the entire time. So whenever I hear Joseph Joestar talk, all I'm hearing is Number One. All I'm just waiting is for him to shout Kids Next Door battle stations at like any moment. God, I have to see Agretzko still. Like, I don't know what that is or like how it works, but yeah.
Yeah, Agretzko's really good.
Brady says, I saw the whole thing of Ben Diskin learning about furries. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was the fun, like, super funny. He's just like, he has like a child curiosity. He's like, what are furries? And he's like, I'm so sorry that I asked.
Ben Diskin. What are furries? How long ago was this?
It's kind of like, it was like a while ago, like shortly after Agretzko ended.
Okay, Ben Diskin on Twitter. It's like this is probably a chain letter. So this was posted on May 2018. So I've gotten to sleep on it, and I have a few thoughts about the furry fandom / community. Several years ago, I was exposed to some furry art, and I think I'm basically still where I was back with how I feel about it. Too. I like the cute stuff, I like the romantic stuff, and I like the furry stuff. I think I get disconnected when it gets beyond that, though. Like, I want to see Haida and Retsuko fall in love, go on hilariously awkward dates, etc. I just don't need to see what happens behind closed doors. Feel me? As for furries themselves, you're cool with me. I mean, I've always been a good art about... I'm getting the feeling people were sending him YIF. You're cool. I've always been a fan of good art, good writing, good music, etc. And the furry community seems like it's filled to the brim with talent. Why turn my nose up at all the skill and artistry just because I don't get the appeal of some stuff? Also, some of my friends in real life online are furries and they're awesome. Okay, there's like 8 pages of this, so but like all I'm just saying is I'm only picturing like friggin' Matthew Mercer in a fursuit or something like that, or something like that. I can imagine interviewing Ben Diskin and he gets so mesmerized by my braille sense, though the entire thing is Brian B. What are you talking about, nerdy? Oh, friggin' Maury. I love you. Oh my god. I didn't even know. I'm actually learning this story. I didn't even think Bright Idea watched anime. I thought she might have thought it was like, I don't know, some sort of weird thing there. Like, there's this...
Agretsuko is like pretty good because it's kind of like it's kind of just like in anime for like adults about adult life, but in a cutesy way.
Really, like me and Bruce were watching this anime on like Netflix. It was called freaking, what was it called? Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch Devilman Crybaby. I was like, that looks weird. I'm not gonna.
I watched it all the way through, and it was good. And it was confusing at first, but when it like gets through the middle of it, it's like it has like an FLCL vibe, like Fully Cooley. Did you used to watch Fully Cooley?
No, I hated Fully Cooley.
You hated Fully Cooley?
Speaking of Fully Cooley, they're airing the
third part.
They're airing, yeah, the third part.
I have to see. I haven't seen I have to see the last episode of part 2. Like I watched it for the first time a couple months ago, and I'm like thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on?
Bright Ideas likes shoujo anime. I
love
like
it.
shoujo too. It's just hard to find good shoujo animes because 80% of them suck.
I haven't seen like slice of life stuff before.
I mean, the amount of good shoujo anime.
What about Midori Days? That's kind of a slice of life anime. You know, every day when you get into the situation where your right hand turns into a little girl.
I mean, slice of life doesn't have to be realistic. It's just like how they go about like the things that they do. Like one of my favorite slice of life is called Flying Witch, which is just like magical like fantasy slice of life.
Did I ever tell you about Totoy?
No.
Okay, so when I was growing up, my sister hated anime, and quite frankly, I was only into Pokemon, and I didn't know what the fuck anime was, because I used to think Pokemon was like made in America because, you know, 4Kids and shit. So I'm yeah. Consider One Punch Man for a superhero slice of life. That's a good analogy there. Great Mewtwo. So my sister kept renting stuff that she thought was American stuff, but then she realized she was getting like anime stuff. Like she rented Sailor Moon the movie, and I didn't even know what Sailor Moon was, and that was my entrance into it. And anyway, she rented this movie. It was called Totoy. Well, technically it was called Secret of the Seal, right? And it's a story about this guy who moves from whose mom dies, and he moves from one neighborhood to another, and like he finds these 2 seals that they thought were extinct, and he has to keep it a secret from people and stuff like that, and shit goes down. So I looked it up. So I saw this movie a lot, and I thought it was a cute slice of life movie. There's no real challenge, it's just a kid trying to protect an animal. Years later, I thought about the movie, and I went to revisit it, and the whole thing's online. And I watch it again, and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, this is probably the worst dubbing I've ever seen in an anime movie. So I looked it up, and apparently the girl who voiced Chucky Finster, it was in it, playing the main character, and he uses his voice as the main character. I forgot her name, but may she rest in peace. And also the guy who voiced Robin in Teen Titans is like the secondary character, and he uses that voice. And also the voice of Ansem the Wise from Kingdom Hearts is the kid's father. It's like really hilariously ridiculous. And I've been wanting to watch that with you for a long time.
There's this one anime movie of okay.
I don't know what that was.
You look like you just like died.
I know, it's like I had a heart attack there for a second. It's like my heart just stopped. Oh my god. Yeah, Christian Kavan, she was amazing. May she rest in peace.
There's this one anime movie that's coming up that I'm interested in because it looks super ridiculous. Where it's about, I think it's about like these penguins just start mysteriously appearing around this small town, so they're trying to figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah, you lost me. When you said penguins, I'm saying to myself, yep, that's ridiculous, alright.
But like the reason why it caught my eye was because there's a gif from the movie of this scene where this girl's running and she throws a soda can and the soda can turns into a penguin that's just flying through the air.
What? I'm sorry, what?
I was like, I have to watch this movie. This seems ridiculous.
Oh my god. What?
Oh, man, speaking of anime movies, I still need to watch that one anime movie that's about like the deaf girl, because I liked the manga and I was excited for the movie, but I still haven't watched the movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. Narishiki Universe says, are you talking?
I think that's the name of it. Owaru Penguin Drum. Hang on, let me
Owaru Penguin Drumsack. Did you see the Happy Time Murders? No, because it looked completely ridiculous and stupid.
I did. I watched it like right when it came out. It was decent. I also watched.
Like, I heard a lot of people
Peppermint the other week.
Like how was Peppermint?
Peppermint was really good.
Yeah, like my girlfriend went to see this one movie this weekend. It was like called. I forgot what it was called. It was like freaking. I have to look this up. It was called
Wait, no, the Owaru Penguin Drum is not the one I'm talking about. This is old. The thing I'm talking about is
Owaru Penguin Drum Zack. Look, if you want to make a puppet movie that's good, make a movie adaptation of Avenue Q. She went to see freaking. It's called A Simple Favor. I don't know what it is, like a chick flick or something. But yeah, I haven't been to the movies in a while. Last thing I saw was Infinity War, I think. It was good. There's like I'm at the theme parks right now and I'm seeing several children running around dressed as Thanos. Like there was this kid with this like black kid with like this Thanos mask on. It was adorable. He had like a giant oven mitted Infinity Gauntlet. Not to mention, there was a shirt a guy had on that had the Infinity Gauntlet on, and it said, "I survived the snap." You didn't see Infinity Wars yet, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like when I saw that, I'm like, I want that shirt so badly.
Oh, I found it. It's called Penguin Highway.
What? It sounds like some sort of ridiculous like K-pop song.
I'll see if I could find the GIF of her throwing the can.
Yeah, you've gotta show me that GIF. Who is it? 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 Is it Jablonski? Oh, it's Justin.
Yeah, sorry, it's the other Justin.
Yeah, Yeah, you're missing it. Zach's trying to help find a GIF of a girl throwing a soda can that turns into a flying penguin.
Good times.
Okay, sure, whatever. Hey everybody, I just got back from work. But over the past 2 days has been well, not.
Oh, now Jablonski comes back, you fucking asswipe.
Damn.
Well, it's because you're at the helm, Evan.
How does that have to do with me? Right, Jablonski comes back right when Cruiser comes back. Nice jacket. Hey, you're just. Hey, Brady says, "Hey, you're just in time."
If I had $1 for every time I've heard that, I'd be rich.
Bright, as a Justin, I am going to tell you that if you want to be, the ultimate punster, you're going to have to be a bit more original than that. There's like,
Bright idea.
Justin has been done to death.
Bright idea. Shoot him.
Not so great bait, mate. -8 out of 8.
Yeah. I feel like every name pun, the person has already heard it a million times. The amount of times I've heard the word attack next to my name is too many times.
Yeah, that's why he prefers the term the psycho. That's why we call him Zach the Psychomaniac. Bright idea. Show Cruiser some good puns out there for me. I know you got it in you. I can imagine her cracking her knuckles right now. Like, quite literally, I was on this chat with her, right, on Discord, and she says, "Ooh, I know," and she looks at the side, she's like, "Oh, there's a pun section." I'm like, "Oh, God. God, I like it." And I put, like, the little army man emoji on there, and I'm like, "Oh, God, here we go." Thank you for the feedback. I'll keep that in mind. Come on, Bright idea.
But anyway,
Stop. We got to interrupt you for a moment. We have to play our segment tonight. What is Justin Jablonski eating tonight?
I bet he's eating
I have hot wings.
dinner.
Ooh.
Sweet mashed potatoes.
Uh-huh.
And green beans.
Yay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and
Oh. Yes.
little fun fact about with how I say what I eat.
Yeah.
From a how I say it is from a skit from One Saturday Morning.
One Saturday morning.
And there was this character called Mr. Crackerbottom.
Yeah.
And he would sit on crackers.
Why?
And for some reason, I like just because. And for some reason, I like the way he projects his voice.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask a question of why he's sitting on crackers. Is that like something that's gonna?
It's again, 90s.
Sounds like a fetish.
Sounds like the 90s.
Again, 90s.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was a '90s kid. I remember those days when me and my friends used to hang out in the playground and go like, "Hey, let's sit on the crackers. How nice." I just think I said something very racist, and if that's the case, I apologize.
Yeah. Don't kink shame Mr. Crackerbottom.
I thought he was gonna say.
Hey,
Don't kink shame Mr.
episode name for next week.
Don't kink. Wait, what was that? Don't kink shame Mr. Crackerbottom. I'm not gonna put that on the rest of the name. That sounds like completely. Okay, fine. Mr. Cruiser, can you tell me something about what you did?
Yeah, I actually went to Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay.
And met up with Fearox. That's something we do every year.
Uh-huh.
And we both agree that this year was pretty lackluster. It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Everybody was all psyched for the Stranger Things house, and like it was good. Don't get me wrong, but my biggest problem with it is that it was mainly just focused on season 2. I thought it would be more beneficial if it was like a recap of what's happened in the show so far, but they didn't do that.
Wait a minute.
What?
I thought you didn't watch Stranger Things.
No, of course I've seen Stranger Things.
I thought you said you didn't like it. Like,
no, I said it was a bit overhyped because people seem to be buzzing more about the nostalgia of the show.
I don't know. I mean, like, from my opinion,
I can agree on that.
Like, Stranger Things isn't even a horror series. It's like more or less sci-fi, isn't it?
It's a thriller.
Like it's aliens, isn't it? I haven't seen the show, so I wouldn't know.
I would go with what Jablonski said. It is basically a thriller, and to me, the difference between a horror and a thriller is the violence factor. A horror film will actually have gore, and it's way more violent. Thrillers are just kind of meant to create suspense. That's it.
I guess so. Variety says, "Hey Zach, I got a couple of puns to try out." Okay, Zach and
thriller.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
I am going to continue.
That's the closest you're ever going to see Justin the Concert Cruiser like dance everybody, unless you want him to film a video of him dancing to something.
Evan, I'd like to actually get all this stuff out before the time is out because I'm not going to be here next weekend.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Seriously, I'm going on that cruise with my dad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Justin on a boat.
ship.
So cruiser on a cruise.
Exactly. Yeah, so the stranger and the line was packed. It must have been like a 90-minute wait to get through that house. Luckily, Burox and I had the express pass, so we were able to get through it, through no time. But it seemed like most of the houses were more focused on creating noise rather than scares. Give you a perfect example. There's a house that was based off a carnival, and we're walking through this hallway. It's completely lit. The walls were essentially like cages, and they just had like other caged walls slam into them, just creating noise. No one's jumping out to scare you. It's just that noise. I'm like, what is the point of this?
Yeah, what is Universal Studios supposed to be? Easter egg snow on Mount Silver? Haha, I just roasted myself.
That's cyberbullying.
What he said. Anyway, and there's another section of the house
But I get it
where
good.
there are 2 steel drum barrels suspended above you. And at the other side of the hall, there's a clown saying something. I'm guessing he's mocking you. And he takes one of the barrels and throws it into the other. They're hanging on ropes. He throws it into the other barrel and just makes noise. I'm like, what is this for? What are you trying to do? He's not, like, this isn't scaring anybody. This is just creating noise. Now, I know that with haunted houses, there's basically a lot of sound to kind of disorient the person. But there needs to be a balance here. And this year, I don't want to say they dropped the ball, but they...
it's more or less...
close.
Well,
I've
technically...
been seeing videos.
It's more or less they dropped a metal... They didn't drop the ball. They dropped the metal ball from the top of the skyscraper just to make a noise.
Okay, sure, why not? We'll go with that.
That's the best one I could think of.
I'm seeing the videos. I agree. A lot of this stuff, I will say, my favorite scare zone that I've seen, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I did get a chance to walk through that, and the costumes look fantastic. Like, really spot on.
What I want to see is, like... I'm sorry, go on.
I'm trying to think of what other houses were good. It seemed like the houses that were based off of existing properties, movies or shows, those came out better than the ones that weren't. Like another one that was pretty lame was Scary Tales, which was basically a horror twist on fairy tales.
It's not so bad.
That's maybe their best one.
I don't agree because, frankly, like hardly anybody jumped out to scare me.
Well, here's the thing, though. Scary Tales has been a thing since the beginning.
Yeah, from what I've heard, Scary Tales is like one of the most mentioned ones.
Well, they didn't do that good of a job, at least to me.
Must be an older thing or something.
I actually... The one... I want them to have one as good as ripped from the silver screen.
What I want to see is them kind of doing some more stuff off the... I'm sorry, I'm watching friggin' Bright Ideas tell Zach all these puns. I want to see a horror house based on, like, the classic monsters, like, one of which themed after Dracula.
Oh, there is in Hollywood.
Yeah, I want to see one that's based on Dracula. Like, imagine you going through Dracula's castle and you're being stalked by him and his daughters or something like that.
No. Okay. There is a Universal Classic Monsters house.
Cool!
In Universal Hollywood.
That's so cool! Is it good?
I've seen Spazmaster. He did a blog for Horror Nights.
Is it cool? Oh, yeah.
It was cool.
As cool as that would be, and I think I even told this to Evan last night, I think the reason why they didn't do that is because they were probably banking on Stranger Things being a huge hit for them.
Oh, my God.
And it could be, you know, I'll have to wait until Horror Nights has come to an end.
Ooh.
But they also did a Dracula house a few years ago.
Pick me.
But it was what?
Pick me. I got a question.
Evan, I'm trying to tell what happened here.
Just go. I can't take a joke. Go
okay,
on.
we got an hour left.
Just go, Justin. Relax.
Well, then stop interrupting me.
It was a joke, man.
Well, your joke is being rude.
Everybody else doesn't think so.
Yeah, well, it is to me. I'm the one who wants to get this story.
Tell your story. God damn it.
So quit interrupting. My God. Anyway, there was a horror. They tried making a horror film of Dracula not too long ago called Dracula Untold. It was supposed to be part of their dark universe.
False.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
False. False. Universal confirmed that totally. Dracula Untold is not part of the dark universe.
At first it was supposed to be, but
Nope.
then it failed. Like, oh no, that's not it.
Nope, he
Because
was
they did
never
it 3
intended.
times, Evan.
He was never
They did
intended.
this with Wolfman. They did this with Dracula, and then they did this with the Mummy. All 3 times failed.
Wolfman and Dracula were never intended to be part of the dark universe. Universal has confirmed this like a while ago.
It opens up with the Dark Universe logo.
In Dracula Untold?
Wolfman.
Wolfman?
Yes.
No, let me take a look at that. You continue your story. I'm looking this up.
It's like not the same as the Mummy, but it was meant to be like
I was about to say, the Wolfman has no indications of it being connected to the Mummy.
again, dude. They tried first with the Wolfman. It didn't go off, and they said, "Oh no, that's not it. That's not going to be the dark. That's not the beginning of the Dark Universe." Then they tried Dracula Untold. Well, that didn't work. Oh no, that's not what it is. It's going to be this one here, the Mummy. And then Mummy comes out, and it flopped.
Do we know the one thing the Wolfman had? Wolfman's got nards.
Classic.
Universal announced that would be.
But I had a very interesting time with Community Day for Pokemon yesterday, and apparently today.
Nope. Cruiser's wrong, actually. In 2014, they said they were going to remake the Wolfman to be part of the future universe they were planning. They actually planned the Dark Universe apparently in 2014. The Wolfman came out in 2010.
That's not what I got from the Blockbuster Buster.
Dracula Untold was
You're
also
always right.
Dracula Untold was also never to be intended as part of the Dark Universe. First, it was that, like I said, the Dark Universe was kind of put out there as was already planned, starting its planning in 2014. As for Dracula Untold, I'm going to say possibly. I'm going to go with them because I'm seeing nothing here about it saying. Wait a minute, let me take a look. By the way, how was Child's Play?
You know what, Evan? Why should I even tell? Every time I keep going, you want to keep butting in. I'm like this close to logging off. You keep acting like a fucking cocksucker.
It's because, to be fair, it's because your stories like go for like 10 minutes.
Well, for starters, I was at work. Nothing I can do about that. And I want to tell about my experience at this, what the one thing that Universal is known for every year.
Yes, I was, and that's why I asked, how was the Chucky
And you
horror?
stop me, dude. You go false, and then you start doing fact checking. How about you just shut up?
Go on.
Thank you, motherfucking Christ. Halloween 4 got some good scares, though I don't recall the movie. Trick or Treat, I actually haven't seen. I don't know what.
Oh my god, it's good.
Okay, good to know. I actually have some someone I know's input on that. Scare zones, I didn't get a chance to go through a lot of them because it was hell trying to get there. There was like one bad thing after the other with trying to get there. I was supposed to try to get there at 5:30. I didn't end up getting there till like 7, and which means I had like 5 hours left to do everything. I was furious. So anyway, I didn't get to see all the scare zones. I did see Trick or Treat, and I did see Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and Vamp 85, which was pretty interesting because there was like a dead Rick James, Michael Jackson, and walking around, and Prince.
Mm-hmm.
That was good to see. And I also got a chance to try out their new Fast and the Furious ride. That was, it was better than I thought it was going to be. Seriously, I thought it was going to be pretty tame, but despite, technology-wise, it's nothing new. I still had a lot of fun with it. The new King Kong ride that's over at Islands, I had a chance to try that the very next day. They're kind of the same, except one's in 3D, which was Kong. And I think for which one's better, I think I gotta give it to Fast and Furious because that had more impact action. You're trying to get to a party, and the law is after you, and there's a helicopter firing a missile at you for just being connected to Vin Diesel's crew, and The Rock fucking punches it out of the way. Most over-the-top thing I've ever seen. And I've seen Sharknado. And that was also my first time at Islands for like 5 years, maybe even longer. Got a chance to ride the Hulk and the Spider-Man ride again. Those were a lot of fun. Saw the Poseidon show, Jurassic Park. I finally am now caught up with all of the Florida amusement parks.
Awesome.
Mm. There, Evan. Now I'm done.
What?
Now I'm done. You can do whatever you want.
I was doing everything I wanted to. I was making jokes. Even everybody in the chat is curious of why you didn't like the jokes. Oh man. But no, I actually got bored and just started looking up there. No, I'm not seeing anything here for Dracula Untold wanting to be part of the Dark Universe.
I don't care if I'm wrong about that. It's what I heard from some internet personnel that I like. If he's wrong, so be it. What pissed me off is how you keep interrupting me.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else does. Cruiser, that's part of our shtick. We've been doing this for like a year now.
Well, maybe I'm getting a little sick of it. It is one of my biggest pet peeves.
I know the heat, man.
And frankly, if they want me to go full on Jerry Springer, fine. We'll do an episode where I'm at your place. I'll hit you with a chair.
Jerry.
Big deal. You hit me with a chair. I'll scream a little bit. I'll punch you in the face, and then it's gonna be done. Big deal.
I'll say this with
unless of course you kill me, in which case it would be a big deal, or like possibly make an injury. Then it'd be a bigger deal. But yeah. Can you show the new card? Did you send me a new card?
But yeah, with Trick or Treat, expect cult classic quality.
Cult classic. Before I go into that,
it's an anthology. They're not the whole movie isn't really connected as much. It'll show separate stories.
Movie.
Yeah, it's an anthology movie, and it's really cool.
I haven't seen one of those in ages.
I haven't seen anything like that in a while. Like how was like I said, how was Child's Play?
I told you I didn't get a chance to go through it.
Damn it! You didn't get you didn't see if they did it or not.
Did what?
I told you this last time you were going there that there was in Universal California they have a thing every year for Child's Play where Chucky is this puppet controlled by a guy he's like sitting on this balcony and he just makes dirty jokes at the crowd and everything like that. Like R-rated.
I think I would have heard that.
Rated jokes, and I was curious whether or not that was what they're doing because they apparently announced another Child's Play movie.
That much I know.
What is it called? What's it called? Like Cult of Chucky or something? I don't know. Like, I heard the title. I think that was it. I'm like, whatever happened to this movie? It was like just about a guy who possessed a doll, and that was it. This is
apparently Hollywood is just out of ideas.
Like, I'm starting to go like, okay, you are going down original like Thorn Cult Halloween territory now. Please stop while you still can. It's not too late. I mean, the first Child's Play movie was ridiculous. You saw the first Child's Play, didn't you?
Hmm.
Like, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I think I saw 3.
Oh, 3's bad. 3 is bad. Oh, I heard.
Let's see. I think I saw the first, second. I believe I saw Seed of Chucky.
Oh my god.
Oh, and I also saw The Revenge as well.
What about Bride of Chucky? I heard that one was kind of.
Oh yeah, I did see Bride.
I heard that was, but like afterwards, everything after that was huge. And then there was that remake.
Yeah, that was The Revenge, I believe.
Was it? And then, well, he technically had an appearance in Ready Player One, and the best bomb I've ever, like, grenade I've ever seen in my life.
It's fucking Chucky.
It's fucking Chucky! And then it, like, wails.
The one time that you can use the F-bomb in a PG-13 movie, and they used it perfectly.
He chucks Chucky like he's a freaking grenade. I want to see that as a Gary's Mod item. The freaking Chucky grenade. I don't even know whether or not they used the... Like, who was the guy who played Chucky? Who was the guy?
Oh, I don't know, actually. But anyways, Robert Englund's supposed to be on Goldberg's.
Oh, I heard of that! He's gonna be playing Freddy on the Goldbergs.
Yes! I'm so hyped.
Master of Nightmares is back, baby. Zach, what do you think of that? I mean, like, what were you on horror films?
I mean, as a kid I hated horror, and as an adult I still hate horror. The only horror movie I've ever seen is Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, it was good.
Good one.
Which I enjoyed because it's not really a horror movie. It's just a slasher flick, so it's actually pretty decent.
Well, that's what I'm, would you consider Nightmare on Elm Street a slasher flick series?
First one. Then it got more dark humor.
Yeah, and that, yeah, like, the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels are...
They're gory but silly.
Well, yeah, I don't have...
Slapstick, I think the term is.
I don't have a problem with... Justin, you said this before. You didn't have a problem with Hilarious Freddy, right? Like...
Which one do you mean by hilarious?
Like
Freddy?
how he became more comedic or something like that?
No, that was just basically his way of screwing with the kids.
Yeah, but like what? I haven't seen most of them, but I don't think the...
Now you're playing with power.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was kind of stupid. The kid's jumping around like a friggin' weirdo. You forgot the power glove. That was a fucking awesome power glove Freddy had.
It's so bad.
I want to see a Freddy cosplayer with that power glove, because that power glove looked fucking boss.
Oh, it's probably already been done before.
Really? Cruiser, have you seen anybody with that?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh my god. I want to take a look at this, like, seeing if... You know what I'm talking about, right?
Of course.
Yeah, hold on. Frickin'... Hold on. Freddy Krueger power glove. Because that, if that exists, that's the only way to play the NES game.
And speaking of that, I actually
Oh, yes! It's $400, but it looks fucking cool.
I do have Nintendo's online service.
Look at that. Look at that badass mother.
Oh, nice.
I would want Freddy to slay me with that thing. It looks so cool. And it's $400.
I will say that.
Anyway, Jablonski, you were saying you had Nintendo's online service?
Yeah.
I'll say this right now, as it stands, it's not worth much.
How so? Because I've been hearing a few things.
Yeah, I've heard passive stuff.
They didn't change how they do online. There's no dedicated servers. NES games, they're NES games. I don't mind what they have, but I kind of wish they didn't do NES and went to the SNES and 64.
And what's bad about it also is that if you get disconnected, they stop working after a week. So, like, even if you pay for online, you can't travel too far with it because you have to have a constant connection to still play the NES game.
Not constant, like, oh, you gotta check in once a week.
Yeah.
Only reason why I got this is because of my job, and I only got the monthly subscription because I don't really use online. And I'll probably get the year once Smash Brothers comes out.
No, really. Hold on, I gotta look at some comments here. Nerdy shit. DJ Silverwing says, "What about the Insidious movies? Now that's Halloween themed."
I guess the first one within the first 5 minutes, and my ex got pissed.
I saw the first one, but I don't really remember it.
We all remember one thing: the monster is Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not face it, people. People, you can look at that makeup in any way you want. It's fucking Darth Maul. You can't fucking get that image out of the head. You guys can agree with me on this, right?
Yeah.
I told you I can't remember it, so
Like the guy moves and it just shows like a brief image of Darth Maul behind him, and he's the red faced dude. Although I will say it's the best way you can use a terrifying way of using tiptoe through the tulips. You know that song.
Oh, I can think of better ways.
I will say up front, I always wanted to see a fight scene with that as the background music. Like people are beating the shit out of each other in the background. You hear tiptoe through the window, by the window.
Someone actually made
tree.
I think I don't know if I mentioned this last week,
May you rest in
but
peace.
someone took the song from Deadpool 2, "Ashes" by Celine Dion,
Yeah.
and put it over the credits of Avengers: Infinity War.
No, really. Yeah. I have to listen to more Tiny Tim. He actually did a cover of Highway to Hell, and it's actually pretty good. It's like an Elvis.
And someone in the comment section for that said, "I could easily see Deadpool just dancing through all the scenes where they get dusted."
Okay.
As this song is playing.
Nerdy Chic Universe asks, have you guys seen Linkara's special for his anniversary with the Freddy vs. Jason comic?
Yes.
I didn't know there was a Freddy vs. Jason.
It was
Cruiser.
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
Yeah, I was about to say. Actually, I think I told you about this, Cruiser. There was a sequelized comic book to Freddy vs. Jason called Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash from Evil Dead. And
Nice.
takes off directly after where Freddy emerges from the lake. The cat's getting in the way.
Yes. Because he's better to put up with than you.
What are you gonna do? Anyway,
You're snuggling your pussy, my friend. That's inappropriate for this.
Oh my god!
This is a Christian. This is a Christian podcast. We don't need snuggling pussies on here.
How many times can you make that joke to me, Jablonski? I'm never gonna know. Oh my god!
It will never end.
I gotta fucking watch Freddy vs. Jason again.
Had a pretty killer soundtrack, I must admit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like they got what was it? Slipknot. They got freaking Godsmack. Is Godsmack in there?
I don't think they got Godsmack, but I know they had Slipknot, El Nino, Spine Shank, Seven Dust, I believe Power Man 5000.
Holy fuck! What? Do you have this soundtrack?
I used to.
Ah, damn! I was gonna say you should send me a fucking CD.
What was it? Oh, Twilight Zone is coming back next year.
Cool. Zach loves the Twilight Zone. Zach,
What?
you okay there?
There it is. One thing that Kurt pointed out, going back to Horror Nights, was he thinks it's actually getting too big. The crowds are getting bigger, the wait times are getting longer, and he even said that he might not come back next year.
Want to know something? I might have a tip for that, for solving this. What day did you go?
Date or day?
Day.
We went on a Thursday.
Maybe you should try going on like a Monday or something like that. Like something like in the middle of the week.
Not open Monday.
Isn't that open on Monday?
They used to be open from Thursday to Sunday, I believe.
Okay,
but it's starting to get so big that they have to be open for more days.
And that's the worst part about it, because Halloween Horror Nights is not easy to put together and merge with the parks. I was gonna say they should go. They can either go either way. Like if they revert Universal back to let's just say eat for everyone mode where all the rides are open, and then shift to Halloween Horror Nights during the night, but that'll be too much. But they have take all that time to put everything together. Plus they can't keep it on during the whole day because they want to balance everything out. You know what I'm saying?
What Kurt thinks they should do is they need to put a limited number on tickets for each day, but they can be start sooner, like say the beginning of September, and end at say the end of November.
I don't know. I mean,
That was kind of to the Grinchmas time.
Yeah. That's kind of like what Disney has a similar thing. They're going with its Halloween party and Christmas party ending specific dates. They if it goes into other stuff, it can kind of interfere with time with the other activities. Well, that and Halloween Horror Nights began in August.
No, it usually begins in September. At least since I started going.
Yeah, well, this year it began in August, late August.
Okay, but that's still like
Hmm.
what, the 1 week of August as opposed to like the other.
No, it like began in like the middle of August, and we're like somewhere in like the late August. It was like I don't remember.
Hold on. I can end this right now.
Is it? I know it was in August. I could have swore it was in August. If it isn't, I'm confused with Disney World because they had their first like Halloween party in like August, like 21st. Hey Justin, you want to know something funny?
September 14th to November 3rd.
No kidding. I guess I was confused with Disney. Hey Justin, you want to know something funny? Bruiser. I was at the Carousel of Progress today, right? It was a Christmas party a friggin' Halloween party at Disney World, right? There was a kid there that was dressed as Danny Sexbang. I look at him, I'm like, you have officially obtained the license of best costume I have seen today. He's like,
Oh, dude.
thank you.
Ninja Sex Party was on Conan.
Yeah, I remember that. He performed Danny Don't You Know. It was amazing.
Yeah, I was like, they made it, boys. They're on Conan.
They made it to Conan, man. You heard about that, didn't you, Cruiser?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't see the performance, but yeah, it must have been amazing just to see him go on Conan, man. Like,
I saw something that I never thought would happen.
What?
Backstreet Boys won a country music television award.
A country music television award?
Yep, they did, because they redid Everybody, but with Florida Georgia Line. I have yet to hear it though.
Also,
I'm dreading it, but at the same time, me being a Backstreet Boys fan.
Are you serious?
back, all right.
Yes, I'm serious.
His ass.
Backstreet Boys is great. Don't knock on the boys.
Oh my God, Cruiser, that's coming from Zach, man.
Don't knock on the boys. The boys will knock on you.
I'll admit I like respect him. I'm not really much a fan anymore, but like
Backstreet's back to kill you.
I remember their cameo at the end of.
Oh my God, that would be like that would be an insane horror film.
Backstreet, like you're being. There's a horror house for you. Backstreet's here to kill you. Like you're going to the house in the Backstreet Boys.
I know.
Hey, well, here's the thing though. And this is what I've been saying this for a little bit now since ABC is bringing back TGIF.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Next month they are bringing back TGIF.
Would you kids?
And this is what I thought to myself: what fucking decade am I in? Because we got Pokemon, new Pokemon game, 20th anniversary for Yellow. We got PlayStation 1.
Hey, Jablonski,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor and unplug your microphone and plug it back in?
That better?
A little bit. It's kind of a little bit bassy, but it's fine.
So,
Yeah,
did I
there
get
it is.
cut off anywhere?
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't get cut off?
No, you weren't cut off. Your voice was kind of like
Oh, okay. But yeah, we got the PlayStation 1 back.
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to be getting an N64 Classic.
Yes!
Yeah, because the patent got approved.
Yes.
So we're getting
yes!
that that war again.
Yes!
Freaking
Yes!
TJF on ABC.
Okay, but what shows are they gonna have?
Their usual show, the shows that they have now. Speechless. That one's a good show, actually.
This thing doesn't even need to be in my place anymore.
There's a whole bunch of them that I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me see.
I will still make love it with you at night, lady. I can't wait for that. When is the N64 thing being released?
We don't know. It's not officially announced yet.
Oh.
I do know a lot of fans of Telltale are pissed off right now.
Why?
Oh yeah, I am.
Devastated.
Why?
No Wolf Among Us 2.
What? Explain.
They're the people who made Jablonski's the video game person. He'll probably explain it better.
What was the question?
What happened with Telltale?
They went bankrupt.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
which means we're not gonna know the
Basically, and this is from my friend of ours, Nick. He said, other than season 1 of The Walking Dead, every game failed.
Dang.
Really? Man, one gaming YouTuber I watch, beat 'em ups, he said he thinks one reason why is because of their release schedule. They would,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he said they would release the first chapter, wait to get all the data back from how people played the game, and use that information to determine how they're going to write the second chapter.
That was the wrong sound I wanted to play.
Okay, so apparently the shows are going to be Fresh Off the Boat, Speechless, and Child Support. So this is Wikipedia.
Damn, so Urkel's not coming back.
Oh.
No.
No, Urkel. So the best way...
matters. Who would you like to see play Urkel?
Anybody who can say, I don't know.
Wait.
Who would play a good Urkel?
I was gonna make a joke, but I can't remember his name. The dude from Community who became the rapper.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, Donald Glover. Love Donald Glover.
Oh my god. He was cool as Lando.
Oh, the Connors are supposed to be premiering at some point.
One other thing I should point out, speaking of bad and bankrupt, here's something that came out really big. I was on the Rift, and apparently someone pointed out here, Tommy Wiseau posted the entire movie of The Room on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
So now I can throw spoons at my computer screen.
Yeah, like, I'm not even. Let me just put it like this, guys. Like, in the filmmaking world, that's one of the worst possible things you could ever do. But in this case of Tommy Wiseau, I'm just not even gonna complain or question it. And I'm pretty sure, considering how much we know how insane Tommy Wiseau is, I think it's best we just don't at this point or make any assumptions. We just gotta go with this one.
I lost my marbles, Mark. Ha ha ha.
So the moment I said that, I'm like, okay, I'm illegally download it, and now I got a copy of The Room on my computer.
Yeah, so I saw that pop up on my friend showed me that it was on YouTube. So like I just went to the comments, the top comments, of course, the "Oh hi Mark" scene.
Me and Cruiser went to see a live streaming of that.
Oh hi Tommy.
Yeah, we got to meet Greg Sestero,
Cool
Mark
dude.
himself.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
Yeah, and one thing I'll actually never forget what happened was, I would say, it was a pretty, packed house, and it was held in a restaurant, not a movie theater.
Yeah.
There was like maybe 30 or 40 people, would you say, Evan?
Yeah, but there was like 3 screens around us, so it could work on every angle, which I loved.
There was just one.
No, there was one there, there was one on the side, one on the side.
I don't remember that.
I remember that. Yeah, we were in the staged area. There was one there, and then
Don't
there was
make me
one.
get the grapes.
I remember this specifically because I said you a joke saying I can watch The Room in 3 places at once. All I just gotta do is just watch it on the can. But like,
Well, either way, the point is that it was filled with people, like between 30 or 40, and Greg was doing a Q&A, and every other time I kept raising my hand, and he's like, he has this look like, you again? I go, yeah, look, I know, I'm sorry, but look, I drove 4 hours to get here, and he was kind of taken back by this, like, really? And the crowd just started to applaud me.
oh yeah, I remember that. I only asked one thing, and it was like, and I was like, what did you think of the Rift Tracks cover of it? And he said I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, which I actually have. So
Yeah.
now you can watch the movie and listen to Rift Tracks.
Yeah, I know. Then again, which one? Rift Tracks has done that movie hundreds of times. So like,
The one that was for sale on their website,
Oh,
not
yeah.
the one they did live.
oh yeah. I
The
don't
only
know.
one that I've ever seen live was the Godzilla '97 on my birthday.
The
Cruiserweight.
ones I saw live were Sharknado, that was good, the first one, and Anaconda.
Oh my! Oh yeah, I forgot. Anaconda was a thing. I remember I went to see Spider-Man 2, and the trailer used to terrify me. And then I look how CG-ish the snake was. I'm like, wow, looks really dumb.
Snake, it's a snake.
Oh, you're.
Snake, it's a snake.
I think you're thinking of Anaconda's, the sequel.
No, I'm thinking of the first one. When did Anaconda 1 come out?
That one came out in the early '90s.
Really? Wait a minute, hold on. I want to look this up. Was it a remake?
I don't think so.
Let me see. Anaconda 2004. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Anacondas. I apologize.
Oh!
I didn't even know that was weird because I could have swore it in the trailer in theater it said Anaconda.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of a margin for error because it's literally just an S. Reminds me of the Angry Video Game Nerds rant about aliens, and then Alien 3.
Well, how many anacondas are in Anaconda?
Probably 3.
More than one.
If that's no, wait.
Well, I could say I could say this.
Should have called it more than one.
My anacondas don't want none unless you got buns, huh?
God damn it, Justin Chaplot. I was gonna say that should have been the name of it. More than one anaconda, the movie. Electric Boogaloo. That would be the whole title. That will be the entire title. The whole More Than One Anaconda 2, the Electric Boogaloo.
I still make that joke to this day, the fucking Electric Boogaloo thing. I don't know why I find that so funny.
You know,
like, I don't even know what movie is the origin of that.
Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo. The Snob did a review of it, of Musical March in September 2015. And I don't remember why it was called that because it has nothing to do with it. Breakin's a bad movie.
So yeah, I made $40 today.
Congratulations.
Yay, aren't you special?
I sold cards.
I'm hoping I can make some money as well because I am actually selling some of my old Digimon games. Apparently, like, Digimon has a way more dedicated fan base than Pokemon.
Oh, the DS Digimon games are so good.
Yeah, they are. That's why I'm selling all 3 together for $100.
Dang. That's a good price.
There's 4 people watching the auction, and there's 6 hours left, so hopefully I'll get some money. What?
I'm reading a comment here of friggin' some of the slogans that they used to have, like, it was get N or get out with the N64. And then he said, I remember Sega Dreamcast slogan, it's thinking. They should upgrade it to, it's still thinking. That was funny.
They had an anime called Sega Hard Girls where it was like all of the Sega consoles like personified as like anime girls. And like one of the best jokes was the Dreamcast girl. She could connect to the internet, but when she did, her eyes would go blank and it would just do like a dial-up noise.
I'm sorry, what is this called?
Sega Hard Girls.
Sega Hard Girls?
Oh my.
I knew someone was going to make the joke. Like, someone was going to be like, oh, it has hard in the title. Tee-hee, I'm 5.
What?
I don't care.
I'm also looking to sell my 3DS. I just don't...
Which one is it? Is it the new one or is it the original?
Original.
Oh.
Damn it.
I could tell because I saw the blue.
The anime series follows three such girls: Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, and Mega Drive, who must graduate from Sehagaga Academy, a special school. A special school located in Haneda, Tokyo, by venturing into the worlds of various Sega games and earning medals. Is this real?
Question.
Yeah, it's
Question though.
Really funny.
Is this a anime spin-off of How to Full Boyfriend? Zach got it.
All the characters are named after. Hold on a second. Derpy, he's going to sleep, but I want to show you guys his new card that he made for us. This time it's
for those that don't know, How to Full Boyfriend, which I own, is a parody of an anime dating sim with birds.
Yeah, I like
furry fetish.
Remember? Does anybody remember Asagao Academy?
I heard about that.
It's a dating sim where all of the boys are
birds.
normal boots people
Oh, yeah, I
like
heard
JonTron and
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, friggin'
Peanut
I'm
butter
Did you hear about did you hear about the new one that's been coming up?
No, are they making a new one?
It's personified poop.
Because why not?
People are weird.
I have an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
So
I was about to.
So Derpy's Best Pony sent me us a new card. This time it's for Higgins. His thing is he is in a cookie coma forever, and this is what it looks like. It's just a picture of him upside down.
What can you say? Bob Mine was baking cookie.
Girls. He was making cookies, girls.
Bonbon making cookies, girls.
No offense, he did it better. But
He did.
one thing that I want to say is that yeah, by the way, did you guys notice my Venom poster in the background?
Barely.
Venom.
Like I might see it. I might see Venom.
He looks very. He looks very angry. Why not give him a Snickers?
I like how that's the title and the release date. It says Tom Hardy and Venom, but it looks like his teeth. Does it kind of look like his teeth?
Yep. I feel sorry for the poor guy.
Yeah.
I really do feel sorry for Tom Hardy. Because almost every single movie that he's in, his face is covered with something.
Oh my god. It is. That's right.
Poor man. I feel so sorry for him. So, and speaking of superhero movies, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, I'm hyped.
Why did they reveal what he looked like?
Yes.
Let me look it up. Up here, Joaquin Phoenix. You said.
Oh my god!
Anything better than Suicide Squad? Joker.
Oh my god! There's been compilation pictures. All of them are smiling except Jared Leto's. I'm like, one of these things is not like the other.
Let me see what.
These things is
Why? What?
listen.
Like, what the heck does he look like? I gotta take a look at this. It can't be that bad. I mean, like, he's Joaquin Phoenix.
No, it's actually pretty good.
What is this? I got a video of him just looking.
It's supposed to be a Joker origin film.
I have to look up TMZ. There's just like friggin' there are people running out of a subway. Oh, that's him. Is he in the?
He's the Joker. He's very easy to pick out.
Oh, that's what he looks like. He kind of looks like a Heath Ledger if he was having a lot of fun.
That's what I was thinking. But here's the thing: I'm a huge Heath Ledger Joker fan.
Yeah,
he's my favorite out of the live action. He's my favorite.
Okay, yeah, this actually looks pretty good. He look like this must have been a scene in the movie. Cruiser, you gotta check this out. It's like a scene for the filming from the movie. All these guys are just hanging outside of a subway. The subway door's open, and the Joker just casually walks out, like saying, "Yep, my work here's done." And he looks actually.
Oh, I actually posted. Something on my Facebook. It was Joaquin Phoenix's Joker has more expressions in a camera test than Captain Marvel did in her entire trailer.
What? What are you talking about? Are you sure? I like the Captain Marvel trailer. I thought it was pretty good.
No, but they were talking about facial expressions.
Oh.
Then someone on my friends list was like, "Oh, how dare they have her look serious in these tense scenes?" I'm like, "All Might, look at All Might. He fucking smiles a lot of the time in serious scenes."
So yeah, it looks like this Joker is gonna be like a combination.
He can
of like,
emote. She can emote.
This Joker
emote.
This Joker looks like he's gonna have kind of like a. He looks kind of like the Mark Hamill Joker. He looks like he has the personality of the Jack Nicholson Joker, but the appearance of, or more or less the facial appearance of the Heath Ledger Joker, as it looks like.
I'm kind of hoping, and this is what I kind of hope they do, even if it's short, like the animated version. I want them in some way to tie in a live action Killing Joke.
I would see that. I would see a live action version of the Killing Joke.
No, without that part. First
No.
half sucked. When it got to the actual Killing Joke, it was the best damn thing.
Yeah,
Marvel
I
had
agree.
ever did.
I actually saw the Killing Joke and I liked it. Just that first scene, I barely remember.
I saw it in
shit.
theaters. There was standing room in the theater for this thing.
To be fair, when I understand they had to put that in there to kind of like fill out time, but like yeah, that was just kind
Could
of
have done something better.
That was kind of something they could have done something better. Then again, when they got to the Killing Joke parts, that was pretty cool, hearing like freaking Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill back together again doing that. I mean, hey, it's Mark Hamill. He hasn't done wrong, so yeah.
Him doing the iconic line from that book, which I own. I do own a copy of The Killing Joke.
Yeah, so does Jason. What was what's your iconic line?
I think it was like about sanity. It was like I remember it. So I remember I passed one way, sometimes another. If I'm gonna have a pass, I would prefer it to be multiple choice.
God, like Justin, you saw The Killing Joke, right? Cruiser.
I saw what?
The Killer Joke. You saw The Killer Joke, right?
You mentioned the Batgirl sex scene, so I went down it.
Oh my God! You have to see Killing Joke. It's actually really good when it gets to the original form, to the original story. It's really good. Quite literally, the scenes with Batgirl are just like, I can kind of see why it's there. It's kind of like an establishing shot, because in the comic book, she's kind of pulled into out of nowhere, in a way. So I guess in this one, they're trying to like introduce her a little bit, and as well as fill out the time. But you know,
Yeah, but why they had to make them like bang?
they don't show it. It's just like they just fight, and she just pulls off her shirt, and they have sex.
Yeah, but it's like they're like they could have had like this like student mentor relationship, but no, they did that.
I don't know.
Oh, it's the one bad day speech. That's like his that's probably the best written Joker dialogue ever.
Like, have you ever seen footage of Mark Hamill?
Huh?
What, Zach?
Do you guys want me to go with the speech, or do you just want to cut to other stuff?
No, I'll cut to other stuff. Like, have you ever actually seen footage of Mark Hamill doing the recording voice for it?
Yes.
How he's always like getting all curled up and like cringing when he's doing it. Like he's all like twisted and everything, like trying to get into that character.
There was an animated short of Mark Hamill getting kidnapped by the Trickster and the Joker. I love it.
Where Mark Hamill is all the character voices.
Yes, and he cons both of them into just arguing with each other and letting them go.
Because he's Mark fucking Hamill, that's why. You don't fuck with Mark, man. Seriously, there's gotta be like a single rule. I haven't seen a single rule where Mark Hamill has not failed. Like fucking Cockknocker from friggin' Jay and Silent Bob.
I do know that he didn't like how Luke Skywalker was handled in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I've heard that.
He thought he was pretty good at it still. He was Luke. And let's face it, he had the most badass Luke scene I've ever seen in a Star Wars movie, where all those 18...
Honestly, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, he just like comes out, he's like, yeah, fuck you, I'm Luke.
If I were to actually rank Last Jedi, honestly, I'd put it down near the worser part of the prequels. I just didn't really like it. It wasn't god awful like Phantom Menace.
It was just one of the lesser ones.
Evan's in denial.
Well, to an extent, I agree with you guys. Like, I liked it. It just didn't stick with me as much as like The Force Awakens or anything like that. I just think it's
personally, I think Solo was better.
Solo was great. I thought it was a fun ride. Cruiser didn't see it.
No, but I actually have Last Jedi on my Netflix ready to go.
Yeah, wait, which one?
The Last Jedi, because I've heard all the complaints about it, but I haven't had a chance to watch it all the way through. Honestly,
Cruiser, I think you're a good combatant for watching this one without the side stories, because you're pretty much you haven't seen the original movies in a while, right?
The original trilogy?
Like you haven't seen the original trilogy movie at all, or was it not in a while?
Just in a while.
Yeah, like I think since you haven't really been familiar with like the outside sources, I think you'd be a good person to get into this, honestly.
I'm similar. Like I watch the only Star Wars movies I've seen are Episode 2, Episode 3, and The Last Jedi.
Yeah, Last Jedi, like I said,
I've seen all of them, but at the same time, I'm just
Like I look back at Last Jedi and I can see where people get mad, and I can understand what they're trying to do. It's Disney. They're trying I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. With Disney buying out the thing, they're trying to like rebuild the new universe and everything like that. They have to establish some new rules and everything. But hey, they got rid of midichlorians, so there you go. But like, I will admit, like,
no Jar Jar. Sad.
It's never gonna happen. Anyway, I'm
Jar Jar so much sense though. It made so much sense.
I want.
Lisa, avenge you, Annie.
You want to know some? You know how like everybody put in those articles saying sources reveal that Lord Snoke might be this. My favorite one is like,
Yes.
how if I'm gonna make my own fake article right saying sources say that Lord Snoke might be an original character called Lord Snoke. Then again, who was Snoke in the end? So yeah, I will say like anyway, as I was saying.
No, I will.
As I was saying, like, I didn't. Looking back at Last Jedi, I will say I didn't hate it. It just didn't stick with me that much. Like, I will put it down as one of the lesser ones, in my opinion. Like,
The only thing that pissed me off about that movie was the reveal about Rey's parents not mattering. I'm like, come on! It was like the whole thing everybody cared about.
yeah, it's like I will say Billy D. Williams is returning as Lando in Cruiser. Did you freeze? Cruiser?
I think he froze.
Cruiser!
No, I just like doing that to you.
Did you just Drax us? Did you just
He was
Drax
sitting
us?
incredibly still. He was trying to be invisible.
He was Drax!
Yeah,
He was...
I've made my movements down to a minimum that I'm almost invisible.
And then he eats the
There was
chicken.
oh my god, there
potato
was
chip.
a picture of my friend tagging it. It was the girlfriend I have. It shows a woman. Next to it was the girlfriend I want. Just shows no. It was the girlfriend I want has a girl. Girlfriend I have, blank. And the bottom is Jackson saying, "I am not your girlfriend."
I want to see someone take up Cruiser's profile picture on Shadeside Series and like remix it to make him look like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like when his pose is doing this, I want to see him with one knife in each hand and him just like with all this stuff. Because that was his thing in Infinity Wars. I mastered the ability of staying still that I'm invisible. Anyway, like what was I saying there? Rogue One was great. Solo was a fun ride. I can't even argue. I know it didn't do good, but it was fun. I thought it was great.
And Donald Glover played Lando. In
Yeah,
that.
and he was amazing. Donald Glover as Lando was perfect. Like it was like a match. That's what everybody loved about it. Most of all, in the end, like they loved Donald Glover as Lando.
Despite the fact he's a cuck.
What?
I said it.
Donald Glover or Lando Calrissian?
Donald.
Whatever. Anyway, I was gonna say is that are you still looking at Bright Ideas puns on there, Zach?
No, it was DJ Silverwing making a pun for Bright Idea, but I rated it.
Yes, you can say that the Dreamcast met its dream to the cast. I don't really know Dreamcast, so well, Bright Idea said, I don't really know Dreamcast, so I don't really get it. But I see the play on words.
Oh, actually, I do have a question for Bright Idea.
Yeah.
Hey, Bright Idea. Did you look up Albon Alfred?
One thing I really liked about Solo is because I could actually relate to the Solo character, because him and me had a similar goal. We're trying to find a way to get back to our lover by working hard and trying to find a way to get something and trying to get there. So that's what I liked about the Solo movie, because me and him had a similar goal structure. But it was, and the guy playing Solo, I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. Hold on a second. It's even more fun having Little Karibo doing the audio description. Oh yeah, that's right. I was at a Fandom Con, and if you guys get The Force Awakens, oh, he also does Last Jedi apparently. If you go to him, Bright Idea says, "Yes, I did. I wrote a reply back." So,
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Little Karibo, Disney, the guys who distributed Star Wars, I think it may have been Disney, called Little Karibo to do the audio description for those who are hearing impaired or like visually impaired. So if you were to look up a digital, like a copy of Force Awakens or Last Jedi and go to the audio commentary for the sight impaired people, you will hear Little Karibo doing the voice.
I want to hear that now.
Like
I've heard about like the audio things because there was this one guy I used to watch who like was a blind YouTuber.
Yeah.
And he talked about those, and I was like, I want to watch a movie like that just to see what it's like.
Yeah, go for it. Like one thing I want to say is that what was I gonna say?
There was actually a picture that I saw. It was a baseball player whose team name was in Braille.
Cool.
So
It's
in
like,
comment,
go
blind people
Panthers,
are gonna
go!
love to see that.
Go Panthers, go Phillies, go dot 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 dot. Is that Nerdy Chic University?
All the blind dudes come down to feel this guy's jersey.
There actually is a blind baseball team.
Sorry to cut you guys off. We have reached the final 5. So this is the for those of you who are new here, this is the point where we just leave our final thoughts on stuff and things the way there and doing things right there. So Cruiser, Cruiser, I'm going to give you the floor for this one to begin with. So your time begins now.
Okay, well, I am going on a cruise next week with my dad.
Cruiser on a boat.
Cruising cruiser.
It's going to Puerto Rico and then Haiti. And I was told do not leave the touristy areas. Yeah. Even Jablonski agrees.
Yeah.
That's when you know, yeah, shit gets real there. And one thing I want to also touch on is that my friend Kurt, who's a massive Star Wars fan, also recently got to try the Void at Disney Springs. As we were putting that gear on, and he turned on the visor, he thought, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" Like it's the coolest thing I've ever heard him fangasming. And then as soon as the experience was over, and we go back to his car, and I'm like, "So how was it?" He goes, "It was fun." Like, shut up.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the VR is not perfect. The hand movie can be a little jittery, but it was fun.
I mean, like, I hear him like having the time of his life in that thing, and yeah, and then as soon as he sits down, it's like, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, whatever.
You're like, no, it was awesome. That was the best VR experience ever.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Everything the holodeck promised us.
Yeah, it was. Okay, Zach Wanamaker, you have the floor for the final 5, and go.
All right, everybody, make sure to rewatch Code Lyoko because that's a good show. The end. Good night, everybody.
Okay,
Next.
So that was always a fun thing there. You always get the short, sweet, to the point one. Justin Jablonski, you have the floor now, and go.
I drank
one
Jablonski.
Fuck you. But anyways, interesting week. Sorry for cutting in and out so often during this stream.
You're welcome.
Hoping to have my Dust and Elysian Tale review out this week.
I love that game.
I know I have it on Switch now. Gonna get some stuff ready for the Let's Go Eevee review in a couple months. I cut out the Nintendo Online review because there's not much to go by. And just stockpiling everything up before I move in the next few months, or the next couple months or so. And also drink your motherfucking drugs. And fuck you, Kraus. Fuck you, Cruiser.
Did you just call him crows? Did you just call him crows?
I almost said.
How dare you call him crows? Okay, so I guess that leaves me.
The fucking bird.
Oh my god, let me just go to me then.
Fly, my pretty, fly.
Okay, here we go. So for me, I've been working really hard. I'm trying to get stuff online and crazy like that. Bright Ideas vlog is going to be coming out tonight for BronyCon. Cruiser, what do I recommend you try and do while you're on your boat ride?
What?
You should make a video vlog. You should make take video vlogs of your time there and make a video.
I won't be able to upload them directly.
No, I mean you should save them your iPhone or something like that and use it to practice your Premiere skills. Make a video called Cruiser on a Boat. Cruising on a boat.
Also, Spar, a word of advice: don't fuck a mermaid.
Can you fuck a mermaid?
But Aaron,
Don't think about it.
I want a fin job.
What would we do without you, my friend? What would we do without you?
You probably would be yelled at a lot less.
Thank you.
Hey, who else but Evan? Anyway, one other thing I want to point out here is, I didn't give you guys the explanation of the next episode. The next episode is basically done. As a matter of fact, it's basically done. I just gotta get some stuff out there. Then I gotta make another video before I post it on there because there's gonna be some Supreme news. I'm gonna be talking to these guys afterwards, after the stream, before they log off, and I have to get working on the video stuff. So, with that aside, Cruiser's gonna be at sea. See, Cruiser, I always wonder what it'd be like to be on a boat with you. With that said, good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see
No
you.
homo.
I got pie and ice cream.
Now you bring out the pie and ice cream. Shit.
It's too late. It's too late for the what you're eating segment.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, get the fuck there. Hey, you know what we should play us out with the title card? We should like beatbox or shit there. Like if I try that again, like I add a beat, then Zach add one, then Justin does. You guys want to give it a try?
No.
Do the Master Ninja theme song.
Yeah, there you go. It's like
Are we doing it now or?
yeah, Zach, you add the next one.
Master Ninja theme song.
Okay, we'll try that again. Justin. Cruiser.
That's my beat.
The beat is silent.
But he doesn't have it. Like he doesn't have any meat around him.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at you.
Okay, hold on. No.